I promised I'd do a sketchbook tour. I don't think my sketchbooks are particularly interesting or creative. They really are a space for me to work things out and to draw things, usually only in pencil. I struggle with using wet media because I like to work quite quickly and things then print onto the next page, as you can see. There seems to be quite a lot of gulls in this particular sketchbook. I'm just looking at the different shapes they make. Then I move on to landscapes, and I like to draw these boxes and then draw my landscape within them, because if I don't do this, then I tend to use the whole page and go off the page. So drawing these boxes seems to help me to contain things a little bit. This is the rock on the North Cliffs. I'm doing some continuous line drawing, trying to loosen up a little bit, not trying to not draw in too much detail. Just drawing the crags and the shelves that some guillemots tend to roost on. Again, back to the rock. Trying to draw in ink, but it gets everywhere. And then moving on now to, these are some things I do at home in the studio, and they're based still on that piece of coast on the North Cliffs, looking in both directions. Working on single sheets means that I can work on several pieces at once and start to get the feel of the colours and the textures without getting wrapped up in too much detail. Usually, if I do work from images, I work from images on my phone so that I can't see them very well. I'm always trying to put things in place to stop me from working in too much detail. But I always need birds in my painting. So this is me now trying to find a way to get birds at the right scale. I don't want them to be too dominant, and I think they are a little bit too dominant in these ones. And then there are still birds in these, but they're very tiny. And then these are not quite big enough. I think there's a little bit too much texture in the landscape. These are all just sketches though. A little bit too much detail, and I am getting wrapped up in detail now. Whilst the foreground is fairly loose, there's still a bit too much overworking in it, and there's a little bit too much detail in the background. I don't entirely dislike them, but they weren't really what I was looking at achieving. And this is the rock that I paint regularly, and I'm zooming into it, painting it over and over again from a slightly different angle each time. The little dots at the top are jackdaws. I hope you found this interesting. It's just a quick flip through of my single sheets and my little sketchbook, and I'll share another one with you in the days to come. Thank you for watching, and do let me know if you have any queries or questions.